say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's...
breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Runs through the tackle. Let's talk about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Rides the back on the option to give. Nice move to keep running. He's got 50 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system and your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got him. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. They'll go to the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1-versus-2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stopping the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season. So
fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. Then some touchdown, Bama. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. They're going to run it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pulls it in. It's Ramsey.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got his man across the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Got a man. It's Presley.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Eakin. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked down at the 28-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Touchdown time! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Georgia Tech, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Ramsey. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He'll heave it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab on the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
At the 46-yard line. Good enough.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Wilcox. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Setting up the screen. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from. He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Ramsey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Presley. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Presley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down, now here they come again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but Got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Get it out on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept his drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.